See, it's a Turtleboy sports show. He's all about exposing crooked politicians, ratchet ass females, people telling tall tales. He's a man, he never fails. Prides himself on getting those details. Turtleboy sports show. He's all about exposing crooked politicians, ratchet ass females, people telling tall tales. He's a man, he never fails. Prides himself on getting those details. Turtleboy sports show. He's all about exposing crooked politicians, ratchet ass females, people telling tall tales. He's a man, he never fails. Prides himself on getting those details. See, it's a Turtleboy sports show. He's all about exposing crooked politicians, ratchet ass females, people telling tall tales. He's a man, he never fails. Prides himself on getting those details. Turtleboy sports show. He's all about exposing crooked politicians, ratchet ass females, people telling tall tales. He's a man, he never fails. Prides himself on getting those details. Turtleboy sports show. He's all about exposing crooked politicians, ratchet ass females, people telling tall tales. It's a Turtleboy sports show. He's all about exposing crooked politicians, ratchet ass females, people telling tall tales. He's a man, he never fails. Prides himself on getting those details. Turtleboy sports show. He's all about exposing crooked politicians, ratchet ass females, people telling tall tales. He's a man, he never fails. Prides himself on getting those details. Turtleboy sports show. He's all about exposing crooked politicians, ratchet ass females, people telling tall tales. He's a man, he never fails. Prides himself on getting those details. Something like that.
Woo! All right. What's up, Turtle Riders? How are we all doing out there tonight? Good? That was a Cheddar Crispy original. Cheddar Crispy original in the house. Give me 1 second to just get this microphone set up here. Change my mic to this one. Does that sound better? Is that crisper, hopefully? Okie dokie, folks. Welcome to the live show. I'm going to go ahead right now, and I've already shared the link to this stream on the Clarence Woods Emerson page and the Uncle Turtleboy Aiden Carney page. Please go and like both of those pages if you have not done so already. I think Clarence Woods Emerson's up to about 24,500 followers. Not that I'm counting. And the Uncle Turtleboy page is up to about 14,000, almost cracking the 14,000 one. So it's moving along slowly. It's not like we were back in the day. If you're new here, we've had some issues with Facebook. We had a page with 112,000 followers. Gone, taken away in November of 2017. We built a couple other pages back. I think the most we ever got after that was like 32,000. And every time we get around that number, they just take us down. It used to be really easy for me to just build pages back up like that. But lately, Facebook stopped taking our pages down. And of course, now is the time that I cannot back it up or, build it up as easily as I could back in the day. I missed the link. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I forgot to share the link to this. So I'm going to go ahead right now. I'm also going to share this on Twitter. You guys can find me on Twitter. I have 2 Twitter accounts, one for my computer and one for the phone. Don't ask. Long story. Long story short is basically that I've been banned from Twitter for life. And they used to track my phone. And so I just got a new phone. So, and I'm also banned on Chrome and Safari from using Twitter. So I can use Firefox on Twitter. So I can create accounts on that. They track the browser somehow. I don't know how any of this works. So I had to create an account on, my computer. And I didn't want to risk losing it if I signed into that account on my phone. Because my phone might be, they might track my number. Who knows with these, these tech companies, how they're tracking you. Long story short is, I got 2 Twitter accounts. So follow them both. You can follow me. I'm sharing them right now on the. Okay, we just here. We live. There we go. You can follow me at TB_Aiden. It's at TB_AIDAN. I got about 3,300 followers on there almost. You can also follow me at Turtleboy Phone. That's my phone Twitter account. So, yeah, you'll know where I am. I'm on the road probably if I'm tweeting from there. So follow them both. You can also follow at Turtleboy Tweets, which is the primary account. I can't log into that account. It's got about 20,000 followers. If I log into it, it will get shut down for sure. So that's a fan-run account. If you message that page, it ain't me. And the mic's not working. Is that right? Okay, so the mic is not working, huh? Fupa mic, how's it sound? Is it bad? Hold on. Okay, let me fuck with the mic 1 sec. Hold on. Audio. Okay. So that's the computer mic. That one sucks, obviously. That one's not as good. So let me try this one. How does that sound? Is that okay? Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Is that okay? Okay. Let me know if that's okay. Can you hear me? Sounds fine to me. Okay. At least there's no floating heads. Much better. Cool. All right, folks. So we're here to talk about the biggest story I've ever published in the history of Turtleboy Sports, and it's been lighting the internet on fire. And that is the story of the Cougar King, as he's been called, Jason Collier. Prior to this, the biggest blog I've ever published on Turtleboy was the Anna Starelli blog. Google her, from 2017, that ginger cheese hog in California who freaked out on that couple for kissing in like a restaurant or something like that, their takeout place. And it turned out she was like an amateur porn star. That one went viral for some reason. I don't know why, but it got close to 1 million views. It never cracked 1 million views. It's like 900 something thousand views. And I've never gone over 500,000 on any blog since then. Last year, there was a couple blogs that cracked the 300,000 whatever one. And, you know, I've been no secret, like in November and December, traffic slowed a little bit on this website. I was like getting kind of down in the dumps, like what happened to all the traffic? But in this industry, guys, when it rains, it pours. Sometimes the page view gods are good to you. And the blog that we're going to talk about today, I don't know how the hell this happened, but it's gotten so far, 320,000 yesterday. And then today, 670,000. So that is, that's about 990,000. So it is now the biggest blog I've ever published. It's about to crack the 1 million mark. I've had almost 1 million visitors on the site already today. So huge, absolutely huge. And I don't know why. I guess people like a scumbag. People like infidelity. That seems to be a thing that people enjoy. I don't usually write about infidelity because, quite frankly, your life is your business. I don't know anything that goes on in homes. I don't know who's into swinging. I don't know. Some guys are just into getting like cuckolded. They like to watch their wife perform on other men. I don't know. It's none of my business, you freaks. Okay. Steve Levine was like this too in Shrewsbury, but it becomes Turtleboy worthy once either like a law has been broken or you make the news and something extremely shady has happened. Like with Steve Levine a couple of years ago, like, he could have just gone on having those, you know, sex swing dungeon BDSM shit in his basement. It would have been just fine. But he had to pretend that he got robbed and blame it on a black guy. So that's when it becomes Turtleboy's domain and we figure out the real story here. And this guy, all he had to do was just keep banging chicks on the side. That's it. It's just, you're married. You got children. You could have just hooked up with these chicks, cheated on your wife, and you would have just been another scumbag out there, right? You would have just been another guy out there. I mean, I don't write stories like that because it's millions of people do that. It's not uncommon. So it's not really newsworthy. So if he had just hooked up with these chicks, it would not have been really that much of a story. Especially, I'm in Massachusetts. The story is out of Texas. But it became a bigger story because of what we're going to get into. So let me pull this blog up. Let me pull the blog up here. Okay. Okie dokie. So for those of you unfamiliar with the story, and by the way, we got 500 new subs on YouTube. That's great because of this guy. Thank you, douchebag. I love douchebags like this. They're great for the website. So thank you, Jason Collier. So Stinnett, Texas is a town of 2,000 town. It's a city somehow. It has 2,000 people. I don't know how it's like half the size of Paxton. I don't know how you get to be called the city when you have 2,000 people, but I guess that's just how they do things in Texas. It's up in the Panhandle, the part of the state where it's like the reddest part of the state where nobody lives. And this guy was a small town cop. Like he's from one small town nearby. You know, he's going from police department to police department. He's young. He's under 40. And he recently got the job there in February for this department. I don't know how many people work there, but anyway, he's married. He's got a wife named Opal. There she is in all her glory. Poor Opal. Pray for Opal. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but there they are. And he posts on September 3rd, "Happy anniversary to my beautiful bride. I couldn't imagine doing this life without you. I know I fall short daily of being godly husband, but know I will work hard to be the man you deserve. God has blessed me with you, and I can't wait to see what all he has in works for us. Thank you for loving me, sacrificing for us, and walking this life beside me. I love you, Opal Collier. Here's to many more years and memories to come. Well, you're going to have many memories to come. That's for goddamn sure, because this will definitely be in her memory for many, 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 many years to come. And we'll see why here. So he's married. And, you know, he's also a minister. And you guys know, if you've been following this blog for a while now, I don't trust ministers. I don't trust reverends, anybody like that. I just feel like they're always up to some. It's okay. So there's two types. There's like the Catholic priests who are, you know, we all know about Catholic priests, especially in this state, don't we? But at least with Catholic priests, I feel like, I don't know. You just like the word that you got to watch your boys around them, watch the altar boys around them. But I feel like the Catholic priests aren't in it for the money. Whereas a lot of these reverends and pastors, they always have some nonprofit scheme or something going on. I don't trust them. I don't freaking trust them. And so he's a pastor, of course. So we have to respect that. We have to call him Pastor Chief King Cougar King. Pastor Chief Cougar King. Anyway, along comes this woman named, I don't want to pronounce this wrong, Cecily, I don't know. She's from Amarillo, Texas, which is the big city up in the Texas Panhandle, not far away from Sinet. And she began dating him a couple months ago. And he told her, hey, look it, my marriage to Opal, it's annulled, baby. It's annulled. I even got the paperwork. Check it out. I got the paperwork. So he's got the paperwork here. There it is. And pro tip here, just a pro tip. If you're going to forge your wife's signature on a official document like this, just try to switch up the handwriting just a little bit. Might help. So this is a forged document, and it's ultimately what he was arrested for today, which we're going to get into. Now, they were all happy he proposed to her, and in her mind, this is my dream guy, you know, Bible Belt guy, loves God, got his shit together, good father, chief of police, what's not to like, right? Life is good. And then this chick comes along. And all of a sudden, a friend of Cecily's notices that this chick, Kristi, what the hell's her name? Kristi, her last name is Schaefer. She lives up in Wichita, Kansas, which really isn't that far away from them. And she starts liking a lot of comments and posts on the Stinnett Facebook page. So one of Cecily's, I don't want to say creepy, but like astute friends, that nosy, if you will. Oh, and by the way, thank you, 7 Pounder. 7 Pounder says apparently there are 5 women for every guy in Texas. Thank you. Again, if you guys would like to donate to the super chat and what we do here at Turtleboy, feel free to smash that cash button that is at the bottom of or right next to the option to write in comments, and you will get a come up like this with Tom Sullivan. It says, keep doing what you do. Thank you very much, Tom Sullivan. I appreciate that greatly. Anyway, so this chick comes along. Her name is Kristi Schaefer, and they notice, the friend of Cecily notices, oh crap, her profile picture is a picture of her with this new guy you're suddenly engaged to. Interesting. And from there, she figures, you know, she's got this post up. She's got this picture up over a week ago. Cecily does. The picture of the two of them. And she's commenting on there about how in love she is with him and blah, blah, blah. And then she notices the other one. And she posts, she just starts going nuts on this dude, like calling him out, whatever. And next thing you show, calling him out for being married, having a fake annulment, all this shit. And next thing you know, Kristi Schaefer and her are becoming BFFs. And she's in the comments talking about it and posting pictures, and they're sharing their stories. Okay. And this is the weekend of the 16th. So 2 weekends ago, there they are with her daughter, whatever. And she's sharing all the text messages. And by the way, she just met this guy in December. Okay. She just met this dude. And thank you there, Martha, for that, as well as Karen says, don't forget the Google Docs. Thank you very much, Karen. I'll grab that soon. Back or back or the mic TV. Okay. Am I too loud? Okay. Anyway, so first of all, she just met this guy. Now I understand this is like Bible Belt area, but we don't. I don't know. I feel like people up here in Massachusetts, we get married like a little later. In like the South, everybody, if you're like 25 and you're not married, people are like, "What are you, a lesbian? What's wrong with you?" So I don't know. They meet people there and they get married quickly. It's just what they do. I don't know why. They just do it. Okay. No judgment. Thank you there. Josh says, start a subscriber account. So folks, yes, I'm going to, believe me. Anyway, they got married. And if you have kids like this, and she's got kids too, a bunch of kids, I guess. No, don't do that to your kids. Okay. The guy already met the kids. And she told him, like, we're going to get engaged. He proposes to her. And I would argue that is ill-advised, okay? She's already called him Honey Bunny on the phone here, okay? They're Honey Bunny. Asking him, are you okay? Good morning, beautiful. I'm okay. Just exhausted beyond description. I miss you. Okay. I miss you too. Blah, blah, blah. All this, corny shit. And they're all talking, and they're like, yeah, he sent you those messages to Kristi while he was in New Mexico with Cecily on vacation. So he goes on 2 weekends ago, he's with Cecily and he's messaging this chick. Oh, I love you, baby. I miss you. Can't wait to see you. Okay. Meanwhile, he's got a wife at home, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. Wife and 2 kids at home, just whatever. They're figuring it out on their own. And she said she was going to see, he told me he was in Lubbock helping his disabled brother on the weekend. So I apologize. 2 weekends ago was the weekend he was in. It's so hard to keep track of this guy. He was with this chick in Wichita in Kansas 2 weeks ago. This past weekend, he was in New Mexico with the other one. And whenever he's with one of them, he's texting the other one about whatever. And the excuse he gave is that he told Cecily he was in Lubbock, Texas, helping his disabled brother. I don't even think he has a disabled brother. So he comes up with this whole elaborate lie about his window getting smashed out or something like that. I don't freaking know. And they're just sharing their stories and they're going back and forth and they're like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. And meanwhile, these are the messages he's sending. Like, listen to how heavy this shit is. It's like, she's like, I'll never let you go. You're my blessing. He's like, you better not. You're every prayer. You're every answered prayer. I love you, Chiefy. LOL. Mrs. Collier. Can't wait. Date 5/15/2020. Oh, they're going to go back in time. I think she meant 2021. For reception tomorrow for the marriage at the courthouse. Deal. He's like setting up a marriage. He's married, by the way. He's married. I love you, beautiful. Marry me. And she goes, okay. Oh, I guess they got engaged on a text message. Don't play with my heart. Already making a guest list. I'm all yours, beautiful. Why would I play with your heart? Just a fear. Are you drinking dark beer? LOL. Nope. Well, I have to find a call tomorrow and find out. I want the premium wedding package. I mean, this guy is, in fairness, this guy is literally a wedding expert. He's been married once previously. He's currently married, and he's got 2 other weddings lined up, except he just forgot to tell everybody about it. So he goes on to say, we'll have to call tomorrow and find out the premium package. What do you think? We need to do a tour to make sure that what you want. I looked at it. Yes, let's tour it. Maybe because of COVID, they're available. I bet they will be available. I can't believe you're going to marry me. Baby, I can't believe you asked me. I love you more than you'll know. They met 15 days prior to this. They met December 12th, okay? This is insane. I love you, beautiful. Look at River Falls venues and lodges. I can't explain what depths you have reached in me. I knew you were my future day one. It was surreal and scary, but now it's just right. It was just peaceful and comfortable. I want my children to say love. How's this? And he changes her freaking number to his number, okay? Or to Kristi Collier wife, he calls her. Oh my God, so gay. Baby, you answer my prayers. I'm going to cry. You are the blessing I pray for and for in faith. You are the result of years of, this guy is, notice how much he's bringing like prayer and God. This guy's full of shit. There's no way this guy prayed for any of this. This guy's just looking to get his dick wet. Like, come on, dude. Come on. At least be honest with her. Just like, look at my wife, Opal, has let herself go. I never should have married her. I'm looking to move out. But in the meantime, you look good. So let's just fast forward this a little bit, okay? And then we'll figure it out from there. But no, this guy has to go for the full, like, I love you package. I love you. You're my girl forever, okay? So he goes on to say, sleep good, my love. Tomorrow you'll be in my arms. Tonight you're in my heart and prayers. I love you, Kristi and Collier. Oh, baby, you made me cry. I love you every fiber of my being. Good tears, yes. Well, you did. And so this is she accused him of just using her for sex. So she had sex with him. He goes, I didn't tear you down. Well, you did, because I'm very much emotionally attached to you, not just physically. Then you solely accuse me of sexual attachment, like other men. That tears down a man who's after your heart, not your body. Shut the fuck up. He's after your heart, dude. You're just looking for a little pussy. I get it. But just own up to it. Like, I'm after your heart, girl. Stop it. I understand you never had a man after your heart, but this is not how you treat that man. Oh, shut the fuck up, dude. You're married. Then it's my fault. I never should have agreed to sex. Stop. I love you, Christiana. You're my everything. Do you love me? Of course I do. I love you immensely. Then let's stop this fussing, you heard? And so he also shared the text message from him and his coworkers in which he's basically talking about it. Everybody at work knows about you, even though at work he has a picture of up with the other mistress. And he's married, by the way. I wonder what people at his work think of all this. This is it's no longer his work because he was fired and arrested today. But I'm proud to show you off, okay? Beautiful, intelligent, godly woman. Yeah, I'm proud. You deserve a man to be proud of you, baby. I changed it from single. All true. I love you so much. 2 people have already liked it. Yes, baby. Okay. And in November, as Cecily wisely points out, the Stinnett Police Department, which we can only assume he runs, which is shut down and I would imagine can't reopen for like at least a month till this dies down. Because, guys, I've never seen an internet mob like this before since like that black, or was that like the white or blue dress? Remember that? Black and blue or white and gold. Remember that dress? This is the biggest viral sensation, Jason Collier, since then. Like, this guy, everybody's talking about him. Everybody's talking about this guy. I got people messaging me everywhere. They're like, I'm in some groups, like some random, like scary mommy group, and like Turtleboy is being shared in there. Like, I never thought I'd see the day, but it is. This is being shared everywhere. Everybody's talking about this story. So they didn't shut down the police department, Kristen. They shut down just the page. So hopefully it'll probably be back up. Anyway, so notice in the February 20th page, they mentioned that they hired this guy and he's married with 4 children. They took that part out. He took that part out in November because that is right around the time that he started dating Cecily. Anyway, he put down $5,000 for a deposit, which is insane. If he really did, I don't know, at various places. And he's like, Tyler's crying because he doesn't want me to leave. Breaks my heart. Aw, mine do that sometimes too. Okay. Oh, baby, I can safely say I found love with you. So then he starts making these videos. So I'm going to switch my audio here so we can watch this video together. Let's check this out.
Oh, I'm driving to my buddy's shop with my damn window missing.
So this is all part of his elaborate lie.
So cold,
he's with
man.
one mistress in Kansas.
Trying not to be a weenie, but
and he's acting like his window broke. So now he's going to go to his buddy's shop to have it fixed. This is how he checks in with Cecily.
Yeah, that's the pain I'm going through right now.
Pain I'm going through.
Hope you're having a good day.
Love you, baby.
Thinking about you.
Thinking about you, baby.
I'll talk to you a little bit.
Talk to you a little bit. Okay, so that's interesting. And he bought them both coffee makers, which is kind of a meme that's going around too. I guess that's his pickup line. He just gets some coffee makers for their wedding gifts, of course. Okay, so and they both discovered that at the same time. They started talking about that. I mean, the guy he's got this chick, Kristi, had a 150-person guest list. And by the way, people, there's a whole bunch of Facebook groups that people should join. I can't even list them all right now. There's like Jason Collier Netflix special. I think that's the big one. There's the ACAB Jason Collier one. There's like a whole bunch of Jason Collier groups that have created with like hundreds of thousands of people already overnight. I don't know what these groups are going to do when the story dies down in a week, but I'll tell you one thing. This guy was much needed right now in this country. I think we're all a little tired of talking about politics in general. Thank you, Suzanne, very much. She says, for chicks who need coffee makers. And also thank you to Sean Desmond, who says, haha, this is fun. I appreciate that. So, the Jason Collier Netflix series, that's the big Facebook page. And it's just, you can get lost in there for hours. I had to cut myself off after an hour today. I'm like, I got to get blogs done here. There is so much shit, so many rumors. I've never seen an internet craze quite like Jason Collier before. He's very, very entertaining. And he's really united the country. Nobody asks about politics in there or anything like that. And it's just like we all agree. I don't want to, yes, he's obviously a douchebag, but it's more funny than anything. Like, what the fuck? Like, what was his end game here? Can anybody explain that to me? What was Jason Collier's end game here? How did he think this ended? So he's going to marry one, and what? He's going to hope the other one doesn't find out. So presumably they're going to live together. And what's he going to tell his wife? What? And then he's marrying another one. I'm telling you, dude, if you're going to cheat, just bang them. What are you thinking? You can't be marrying these chicks, all of them. I don't know. I feel like his plan, in my opinion, is to just, pretend to marry these chicks. And then at the last minute, blame them, be like, you're ungodly. Sorry. My other pastor told me that you were no good for me. You got the Satan in you. So we can't be, you're not pure. You're not pure. Too loose for me. Jesus said, only a nice tight one. Okay. Only a nice tight one. I think that was his plan. Okay. Or like Kristen says, no plan at all. Fuck it. That's also a distinct possibility. I've never seen such less planning going into an affair than with this guy. So he told her he's going to testify at a parole hearing. Okay. And here's another video he made.
Beautiful, man. So, just wanted to let you know that. And just whenever you're done with your meeting, just holler at me or text me, call me, whatever. I can chat with you. So, anyway, I'll torture you with the sunglass pig now. So, just holler at me when you're done. Hope you have a good meeting. All right. Bye-bye.
Oh my God. Okay. So unbelievable. Thank you there. Makeout Bandit says the Stinnett city manager is acting chief of police right now, according to the Borger News Herald. Big news down there, the Borger News Herald. So that's that. And we got more to the story. It gets wilder. And by the way, he was up there going to Kristi's ex-husband's contempt hearing with her. And she introduces him to her attorney, who he introduces to her as Honey Bunny. Okay. And he stayed for the weekend. He left early Saturday. Was that even true? No, it wasn't true. Oh, he said he worked. This is when the land and steel aspect of it starts coming in. He said he worked the Nashville bombing on Christmas. So he's going to visit one of them. He's like, yeah, honey, I'm a private contractor. This is just like Land and Steel. If you guys don't remember Land and Steel, if you're new here, Land and Steel was this guy, this veteran who, he was in the army and stuff like that. But he presents himself as like this military hero, Land and Steel. The government needs somebody to come and fuck shit up. Don't matter. Call up Landon. He'll get shit done. And Landon really never saw much combat at all, as we found out. He was a pathological liar. And he was acting like he was going on all these missions and stuff like that. He was not. Landon Steele was a raging alcoholic who had no job, no money, and was simply using woman after woman all across the country. And, living with them for about 3 months until they figured out that this guy is a raging alcoholic and a piece of shit. And using his clout like that and pretending like he was something bigger than he was to just impress these women. And it worked. It worked. And they kind of targeted the same kind of women. They like milfy women. You know, they like women with children, works better. They're more vulnerable. I don't know what it is about them. He liked it that way. So he went for the women with children thing. And this is just like that, except, you know, Jason Collier doesn't appear to be an alcoholic, and he's not going to pee on your couch. So that's a good thing too. On the plus side. Anyway, so he claimed he was working on the Nashville bombing. And another time he claimed he was working at a riot, like to clean up the riot. I don't know. It was just like Landon Steele, like exactly like him. There's Landon, for those of you who don't remember him. Anyway, he acted like he had all these things. He acted, by the way, he also pretended like he got shot. There was an incident in another nearby town. I don't know if it was in Amarillo or Randall County. A police officer named Houston Gass, got shot. And this guy claimed, he told these women he got shot through. He wasn't. He got there afterwards. So that was all a big lie. Everything about this guy is a lie, just like Landon Steele. Anyway, he's been telling Kristi that he's going to apply for positions in Wyoming to be a police chief up in Wyoming. And we later found out that he told another chick that he wants to move to Wyoming with her. So who knows if that was part of the plan. Okay. He said he was going to Louisiana. It's just one freaking lie after another. It was almost impossible to keep track. That's what makes this such a wild story. Meanwhile, poor Opal's got God's got you, sis, as her profile picture. Pray for Opal. She's the real loser here. Poor Opal. And he has 4 kids, blah, blah, blah. So they keep talking about their life and all this shit. They picked their wedding songs out. He told them both he wanted to have more kids, even though he had a vasectomy, which you should definitely not have more kids if you're this guy. And you know, this is the breakup line with Cecily. So this is why I think his plan was. So Cecily says, yeah, and when I started questioning him about more things today, he turned it on me and said we aren't compatible anymore because he doesn't feel I have a relationship with God and don't go to church. It's brilliant, guys. It's brilliant. Thank you very much, Josh. I appreciate that dono very much, sir. As well as the Lionel Meeks dono says these stories about immoral road pirates are always the best. His life doesn't matter. You're goddamn right. So I think this was like the end game here, right? It was saying that, well, you're just not godly. You know, sorry, you gave it up too quick. Nope. God don't want me to be with a harlot. I think that was his plan. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. So anyway, here's another video of him after he gets caught. Okay, he sends this to Cecily, and it is making the rounds on the interwebs, and it is fucking priceless. Let's watch it, shall we?
Hey.
Hi. Sorry. He's at work.
I just feel like the biggest piece of shit. Sorry.
That's what he says. Okay.
Mean to hide anything.
Didn't mean to hide anything. Sorry. Okay. 3 sorries. So sorry. Okay.
Please, just 42180. I just want you to forgive me. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Okay. Forgive me.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Okay. Is that the week? I've seen a lot of bad apologies before, but that is the worst I've ever seen. Like, that is a guy who just has nothing to say. Usually when you apologize, guys, you're supposed to, like, you know, explain, like, I'm sorry for the following reasons. I'm sorry for, you know, pretending that I was going to marry you. And even though I'm married to like this chick and I'm engaged to another chick, sorry about that. My bad. Okay. Give me 1 sec. Let me fix my mic here. All right, there we go. So he's like, you know, saying if you can't explain why you're sorry, then you're not actually sorry. That was great. That was a guy who had nothing to say. I'm sorry. I'm just, please. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. What do you mean you didn't mean to? What is that? Of course you meant to. That was the whole point. Why bother with the sorry? If I'm this guy, at that point, it's like you might as well just cut communication. Like, I don't know how I'd lie my way out of that one. I don't know what you could do. Or, because you're busted, right? Because the other chick found out about you. So I don't even know what you say in that situation. But definitely don't just say sorry. That does no good. Just ignore it. Delete her, block her. I don't know. Do something. Don't make a video like that because she's going to share that shit. She's going to share that, dude. And that's embarrassing. That is not a good look for you. You're the goddamn, you're at work too. You're not some cop. You're the chief of police. You're the chief of police. So right when I was publishing this, another chick named Katie Carter comes forward because I'm one of his girls. Apparently, we've started talking about a month ago. He came to see me in Abilene the weekend of the 15th, which is the same weekend he was in Wichita. He said he was assignment last week in Oregon. So there's more. There's more. Let me pull up the latest one, part 2 of this series, if you will. Okay, so we also found some more shit about him out today. Just going through these groups, you'll be in there for hours. I highly recommend it. Just try to limit your time or budget your time in there as best possible. So we found out some more shit about this guy today. Number 1, the city of Stinnett yesterday said that they were putting him on suspension while they investigate it. So that's interesting. So he's put on suspension. Now, what could they get him for? And I'm wondering, so the big thing he did was he forged that document. Now, I don't know if it's illegal to forge it's not like he used that document to make money or something like that. He used it to get laid. I don't know what the law is on that. I don't know. That might be like a rapey. It's kind of rapey when you think about it. Like, you're lying. You went out of your way to make this document for the purpose of having sex with this woman. I assume they have sex. I don't know. But anyway, so he goes on, and that's one new thing we found out. We also find out that the application, this is how you know you live in a fake town, when the job application is on Facebook. Yeah, you want to be the chief of police? Come here, comment on this Facebook post. And there he is being sworn in by, I got to be honest, a spicy judge. He was thinking baby, what do you think of God? What do you think of God, huh? You like God? I can connect you to God. You are my true love, baby girl. Ooh, you look nice. You look nice. Now, some people in these groups put together this goddamn timeline. It's amazing. The internet is amazing. And, listed all these women, but not all of these are necessarily true. Okay. And we needed to separate fact from fiction here. So we do know this woman, Heather Owen, came along, and she said, and she posts pictures with him. There she goes. She goes, yep, same damn thing. Didn't propose, but kept telling me he loved me. Was talking about the future. Moving away to Wyoming. He portrayed himself as a Christian man. Would pray for our relationship in future. Does this really work in Texas? Like the panhandle of Texas? This doesn't work up here. We know that, guys. I couldn't imagine that ever working to get a chick up here. Like, if I met some woman at the bar or something like that. Hey, baby girl, what you think of God? You down with God? You go church? Want to go church with me, girl? I guess that gets you laid in Texas. Different world to me. Different world to me. We are heathens up here in New England. We're all going to hell anyway, so fuck it. So yeah, apparently that works. Apparently that's all these chicks want to see, because they all want to get married at, whenever. He had me thinking I'd found Mr. Perfect, a friend of mine, seeing me fall hard and fast. This reminds me of Josh Duggar. Remember the Duggar family a few years ago? I think he's the oldest Duggar, or one of the oldest Duggars. The 20 kids and counting, and he had a wife, and he was, godly and all this shit. And oh yeah, he also had an Ashley Madison account. I feel like that's why I don't trust these motherfuckers. There's always something going on with them. Always. Anyway, Arkansas is right next to Texas. Same shit. A friend of mine seeing me fall hard fast for this guy. Okay. Decided to do some digging on him and found some things that pointed me to him still being married. I called him out on it, and he sent me the same BS annulment papers. I finally got confirmation from his brother via Facebook that he is still married. Had no clue he was doing the same damn thing with other women, y'all. Then this other chick comes forward, Brenna Lauderdale. also from Texas. Met him on a dating app. Was making plans to see him, but never did. And he said he was always busy with my children. He's like, yeah, basically like, come up here and stuff my crust. And he's like, I wish I could this weekend, but I have my kids. Well, boo. I'm so sorry. Not even Thursday night. This chick is thirsty. She was looking for some pastor dick, this woman was. I'll tell you that much. She's just like, dude, you got your kids? Like a normal woman, I feel like in that case would be like, oh, that's so cute. You with your kids. And she's just like, well, I need to get fucked. So y'all gonna come up here or what? Y'all gonna come up here or what? I guess I'm being a little loud. People are saying, okay, step back from the wake. Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that. Anyway, it's hard not to get near the mic. Is that better? Okay. So there she is. And luckily she never went for him, but she obviously would have been next, etc. All right. So next up, number 6 here. Many have speculated that he was dating a woman who disappeared in 2019. So many people sent me this, that they like this chick, Lauren Thompson, disappeared. And because this is why you got to be careful on the internet, especially in these groups like this. If you've ever joined a missing persons group, I was in the Jennifer Doulos. Jennifer Doulos is that Connecticut woman who disappeared. Okay. I was in that Connecticut woman that disappeared, Jennifer Doulos. She was killed by her husband, Fotis, who killed himself a year ago. And I joined one of these like missing groups for him. Let me tell you. And I'm also in like a couple Chris Watts groups. they go after Chris Watts' mistress, the guy that killed his whole family in Colorado. And let me tell you, these groups, guys, is nothing but like bored housewives with nothing but time on their hands that just want to go on Facebook and be detectives and solve everything. Ooh, look what I found. So you got to be careful in these groups because these people often don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So in this group, this woman starts spreading this rumor here that, oh yeah, let me plug my fucking thing in. I got to plug my computer in. Hold on. Time out. I didn't even plug this goddamn thing in. Because I need to charge this motherfucker. There we go. Yeah. That okay? All right. So this chick, Megan, posts that, Lauren Thompson's been missing. This is Jason Collier, married to Opal. He had at least 3 mistresses. That's her brother, actually. And that's a pretty horrible thing to do. We know it's not her because, and look at these people making these lists. Like, it was crazy. The Lauren Thompson page, luckily, let people know that is not the same guy. So that is untrue. Now, then the ex-wife comes forward, not Opal, the wife before that, who gave birth to his 2 kids, and said, I've tried really hard not to comment on any of these. This is a Facebook group called Jason Collier, Police Chief, Minister Cheater. There's another one called like Jason Collier is innocent. It's fucking wild. The internet's on fire these days. I've tried really hard not to comment on any of these pages. I'm Jason's first wife and I'm the mother of his children. What has happened is wrong. I don't condone it at all, but I need everyone to understand that these pages and comments are hurting my children. My daughter can't even go to school without kids making comments and passing around memes of her dad. She knows what happened is wrong and she's been hurt by what happened, but people are finding ways to contact my kids and Opal's kids. And they are being sent screenshots of stuff being posted. First of all, I just don't believe that. I don't believe for a second that people are contacting her children. I'd find that hard to believe. I've seen the kids. They look rather young. I don't think they're on social media. I don't know. I don't believe that. And secondly, yeah, it sucks. It is what it is. But like, you can't shut up the internet. Like, I don't know. I don't know if there's one. I feel bad for her, but like, have you been on the internet before? Have you been on the internet before? Because that's just how the internet works, unfortunately. So I'm asking that these pages and comments stop. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Jason's having a face-to-face what he's done. He's going to, and our kids, mine and Opal's, are trying to deal with this. They need kids to be kids, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, I feel bad for her, but it's the internet. By the way, Jason was a fat piece of shit because I'm all wondering, I'm like, the real mystery here is like, does this guy have a magical like cervix scraper or something? I mean, how big is it? The motion of the ocean must be phenomenal. He must be a G-spot connoisseur, if you will. He must. There's no other explanation for this. How does this motherfucker? He's not good looking. There's nothing special about him. Probably doesn't get paid that much. But yet he's got tail everywhere. He's got hoes in different area codes, in different states. He's got hoes in different time zones, probably. It was New Mexico, Rocky Mountain. He's probably got a chicken there. So I think what my theory is, he lost a lot of weight. There he is. I think he got the surgery, people are saying. And when you do that, you just probably feel sexy. You know, he probably feels like, ooh, look at me. Chicks want to fuck me now. Yeah. They want some of this pastor dick, don't they? Come get it, girl. I don't know. So another chick, Amanda Smith, posts this whole story about she was married to him and blah, blah. That's why you got to be careful. People are like, check this out. I'm like, dude, it's all a lie. Anyway, Kristi Schaefer is interesting because I messaged her and I said, would you like to come on? She said, sure. And so I'm like, oh, cool. This is going to be interesting. We're going to get her on here. And by the way, here's all the memes. These are great memes. Check them all out if you get the chance. So the coffee maker one. Great. Cougar King. Anyway, Kristi, I'm going to pull this up in a second. She said she'd come on, and then I messaged her today, and she didn't respond. And I noticed that on the page, the Jason Collier page, I apologize, on the Cecily page, on the initial post, her comments are gone now. And a lot of people find that suspect. Now, let me also add, this is an important update here. Been arrested. He has been arrested. Mr. And let me pull up his mugshot here. 1 second. Cecily Steinmetz. Okay, let me pull this page up real quick. This is the news. Okay. Former Stinnett Police Chief Jason Collier arrested by Texas Rangers. Oh, they have one of these stupid ads you have to watch for 5 seconds. The advertisement, your video will resume in 2 seconds. Let's watch this video together. Hold on. Cam Mike. Let's check this out. Here we go. Here's the news.
Police Chief Jason Collier is arrested and has resigned.
Thanks for joining us. This is a developing story that we've been following closely since yesterday. The city of Stinnett put Collier on administrative leave yesterday. That's according to the city manager. Today, he's been arrested by the Texas Rangers and again resigned. KAMR Local 4's Kaylee Green has more from law enforcement and from the woman who claims to be a victim of Collier's alleged crimes. That story, breaking news tonight at 6. Kaylee?
Jackie, Texas Department of Public Safety Sergeant Cindy Barkley tells KMR Local 4 News the Hutchinson County District Attorney's Office requested the Texas Rangers conduct a criminal investigation into Collier. That was Tuesday. Sergeant Barkley says Collier sent a text message to the victim with a fraudulent government record attached.
So that's what they got him
Sergeant Barkley says that document was a fraudulent marriage annulment. This afternoon, the Texas Rangers arrested Collier and booked him into the Hutchinson County Jail. Here's today's mugshot. He's charged with tampering with the government record with the intent to defraud or harm, which is a state jail felony.
$10,000.
His bond was set at $10,000.
Oh, God bless Texas.
Tuesday, Amarillo woman Cecily Steinmetz posted this to Facebook saying she was in a relationship with Collier. She says she later learned he was married. Steinmetz's original post has gone viral, shared more than 40,000 times, even internationally. I spoke with Steinmetz, who alleges Chief Collier sent her a fake annulment document. Steinmetz says this is that document from Collier, which she posted on Facebook.
He was like, well, I'll get you the annulment. He's like, just hold on. And I was like, okay, let me see it then. And he sent that to me. And I told him, I said, well, I'm not going to take this at its face value. I'm going to check it out with Potter County. I did not think it was right in his position to be presenting people with a false document like that.
You can see on this document, it claims it was filed in the 108th District Court in Potter County. Judge Doug Woodburn presides over the 108th District Court. So we reached out to him today and sent him the picture of the document Steinmetz provided to us. He said, quote, no match exists either under that name or cause number. Our cause numbers are completely different, consisting of a 0 followed by 6 numbers starting in 7 or 8. My court is followed by the letter E. It's a fake, end quote. Late this afternoon, Stinnett City Manager Dirk Downs posted a statement to the city's Facebook page saying, quote, Chief of Police Jason Collier resigned his position effective immediately with the city of Stinnett. The city has accepted his resignation. It goes on to say, per city policy, we will have no comment about his personal matters. Sergeant Barkley tells me the criminal investigation by the Texas Rangers into Collier is ongoing and no further information is available.
That is great. So that is fantastic stuff. Great stuff right there. And what I want to do right now, I want to call this chick because she said she'd come on. And I've heard, now again, this is stupid rumors. I haven't checked the thing, but he got bailed out. And people are saying that Kristi bailed him out. I don't know if there's any truth to that. And people are saying that she wants to make another go at it. It wouldn't surprise me, quite frankly, because I mean, to be with a guy like this, to like you just met him 2 weeks ago, I can easily picture her. I mean, these are the kind of, this chick is like, she's naive, you know, not the brightest bulb, not the brightest bulb. Seems like she'll believe pretty much anything. Did she block me? Tell me this chick didn't block me. Kristi Schaefer, right? Let me find Kristi Schaefer. Kristi Schaefer. Okay, there she is. She blocked me? Okay, so we're going to call her right now, see if she'll answer. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Kristi. Hi, this is Aiden from Turtleboy. We're live on the air right now. How are you?
Oh, no, thank you. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought, one question real quick. Are you aware that he was bailed out of jail?
Not by me. I understand that's going around.
Okay, so they
not hardly.
Okay, you're not going to get back with him, right?
Are you kidding me?
Okay, just making sure. I don't know you. I'm just making sure.
No offense to you, but seriously, I mean, this is legit victim shaming.
No, I'm not shaming you. I'm more interested to talk about this.
Even engaging in that is a victim shaming.
Exactly, and that's why I wanted to clarify that's completely untrue.
Thank you. Have a good night, love.
Thank you, love. Bye. So she was nice. Okay, so there you have it, folks. That's investigative journalism right there. She did not bail him out of jail. It's an internet rumor. You can't believe everything you see on Facebook. Go to the source. Just ask people. They might tell you. So there you go. Maybe it was Opal. I don't know. Maybe he bailed his own ass out. 10 G's though? God, it's like a different world in Massachusetts. Kate Peter did that same fucking thing to me. Remember? She filed that fake federal complaint. She literally took another docket number and sent it into YouTube in order to get a video taken down for copyright. And it was fake the whole time. She committed the same thing. In Texas, you get 10,000 bail for that. God bless Texas, man. If I could do it all over again, if I could just pick a state to live in, Texas would be number 1, Florida number 2. Georgia's turning a little too blue for me. But, yeah, whatever. So that was cool. She came on. I don't know why she didn't want it before, but hey, that clarifies things, guys. That clarifies things. But anyway, anything else? Oh yeah, one more thing I want to bring up, because so somebody actually sent me. I found this amazing whole doc on this. I can share in the comments if you guys want to see it. Let's see. That Karen sent me. Check this out. I'm gonna put this in the comments right now. Boom. Yeah, victim, she got engaged. I mean, this is interesting. Let's take a vote on this right now, actually. Shall we? If you think she's a victim, if you think Kristi and Cecily are victims, write 1. If it's their fault, if they're not victims or whatever, 2. So 1 if they're a victim, 2 if they're not a victim. Go. And I'll pull this up. All right. What are people saying here? 22111111111 221 2222 221. It's like it's literally down the middle. About 50-50. Some saying victims. Did you see what her own said to her? See what did her son say? I'm very interested. I will take calls if anybody wants to call up and talk about this. I will gladly take calls. Boom. That is the StreamYard link right there. If you'd like to join me, you can just click on that, and you don't have to use your video. If you want to, you can. But meanwhile, what did I just share? I just shared the StreamYard link. I didn't share the doc link though, right? Check out this. Boom. There's the doc link. So this whole doc link that somebody put together is just amazing. Like how well, like it lists every suspected guma and explains their whole background. Like it's wild. The debunked claims. You got to throw Kristi in the debunked claims because she is, wild shit. So check that out if you get the chance. Okay, and somebody also pointed out that, and there is a lot of victim blaming going on. They said that, I did share both. Thank you. They said that Kristi's ex-husband has a GoFundMe that's been making the rounds. And on the GoFundMe, does anybody have a link for that? Can you put it in the comments if you have a link for that? I could go on these groups and find it. It would take me hours to dig through it. If you have a link for that, Kristi's ex-husband, and they have like 4 or 5 kids together, I guess. And he's raising money for something. The new wife doesn't like Kristi, who's marrying her ex, because Kristi got custody of the kids and the husband doesn't have any. Her son chewed her out. Anybody have links to that? I want to see that. I'm behind. I haven't seen that. Why would they donate to him? Exactly. I mean, I got to find the GoFundMe. If anybody, her son basically said she moves too fast with the wrong men and is committing parental alienation against the father and the son who spoke out against his younger siblings. Ooh, that's interesting. I mean, that's fair point. I think, fair point. If nobody wants to call in, Jesus Christ, Bristol Blindy can get people to call on our crappy show. Got 424 followers right now. Oh, so somebody just sent me something. Again, there's a StreamYard link if you want to call in. Okay, Suzanne sent me the link. Okay, let me pull this up. So this is the husband. We don't want attention like our followers. That's a great point. And you're like not weirdos too, So this is the GoFundMe that her husband had, Dan Schaefer, and they've raised $1,490. Probably most recently from all this. Everybody's making money off of this. First of all, I hope Cecily and Kristi are making money off of this. If they're not, what are you doing? First thing I would have done if I was these chicks, like, yo, here's my Cash App. You don't even have to, because I'm banned from PayPal, but here's my PayPal. Because it doesn't really matter if you have a legitimate cause or not these days. If you go internet viral, just share your Cash App. You'll make thousands of dollars. And you're never going to go viral again. So you might as well just share that shit. People will donate to you. It doesn't matter why. It's just a thing. Like, you're famous right now. Here's money. That's what you do. That's how the internet works in 2021. So yeah, he wants to raise 20 grand. Let me read this to you. First off, thanks for stopping by. My name's Dan. I'm a 42-year-old divorcee father of 5. My ex-wife was awarded sole custody after I was lied to about an extension on our divorce date. Since the divorce, I've moved and switched jobs to have more time off with my kids. I was working 84 hours a week. Okay, so first of all, stop right there. You had me at my ex-wife was awarded sole custody. Okay. That says a lot right there. I understand that a lot of these courts work against men and it's not really fair. And I get that. But at the same time, it's like not a good way to start off, dude. Like, I don't know your whole story. And I'm sure there's two sides to every story, but you started off with like, she got custody. A judge gave her custody after I was lied to about an extension on her divorce date, whatever that means. Since the divorce, I've moved and switched jobs to have more time off with my kids. I was working 84 hours a week. I don't believe that. I don't believe anybody works 84 hours a week except me. Nobody works 84 hours a week. Stop it. Okay. After this, my ex started keeping the kids for me. She won't respond to requests because of my job switch, which decreases my monthly income. And a delay due to COVID, I'm now behind on child support and alimony. I've been requesting modifications, but keep getting told we're working on it. We had court today in which the judge called me a deadbeat dad and awarded her another $500 a month and told me to figure it out. Her lawyer suggested I use Sons, who is autistic, SSI money to pay her back. I badly need a lawyer to gain time back with my kids. Okay, so first of all, none of that adds up at all. I don't trust people who hide behind their kids. Get a fucking attorney on your own, dude. Give me a break. You literally said you're behind on child support and alimony. Enough said. The judge called you a deadbeat. These aren't good selling points. Like, if you're gonna start a GoFundMe, don't mention that like a judge called you a deadbeat in there. There's not gonna go over well. I feel like a judge wouldn't do that unless you were in fact a deadbeat. So to me, this is entirely unconvincing that Kristi is problematic. I would argue that Kristi is naive for sure. I mean, come on. You met this guy 2 weeks ago. You're engaged to him, bring around your kids. Come on. I want to see, like, where can I find this post about the sun? Where can I find this post about the sun? Anybody know? Yeah, big audience here tonight. Woo. Is that a Wachusett symbol? Nice. Okay. Anybody know where I can find that? How would he have access to SSI? I don't know how that works. I don't know how any of this works. None of it makes sense. Yeah. 84 hours a week. You don't have money saved. Where the hell are you working, dude? Come on. You don't know much about how the oil field work weeks. I mean, you tell me, do you work 84? First of all, if you're working 84 hours a week in oil, you better have some money saved up. But is that how it works? If you work in asshole, I mean, if you work in oil, that's just what happens. So people are sending me images now. Let me pull this up here. Let me get it. See if somebody sent it. Brittany sent it. Okay. Let me see. Here we go. Thank you guys for sending this. Let me pull this up. Okay. Stop screen, share your screen, application window. So this is the son, Ethan, I guess. Ethan Shaver. And he says, this is on his mom's post. Crazy how you made your shit show about my dad. He has nothing to do with your shitty choices and men. How about you know a guy longer than 2 weeks before marrying him? Yes, this is your son. I mean, if I was the son, you hate to see this. This is like Claudia Conway and that chick from Charlton. I don't like that. Don't shit on your parents on social media. Not cool. Not cool. But at the same time, I don't know. Did I see her crapping on the dad? I guess she crapped on him a little. But again, I mean, the kids seem to like the dad. I understand that. Whatever. I don't know their whole story. But that is that. Thank you for sending that Turtle Rider there. Somebody else sent me another picture. What is this one they're sending me? People are sending me a lot of yeah, okay. I saw that one. Alexander sent me that. Anybody else send me one? Okay, so it's the same photo that's going around. The same photo that is going around. So thank you very much. Okay, cool. All right, why don't we do a little Ask Turtleboy? If you guys have any questions, fire away. Fire away. Any questions you guys have? I'll answer as best I can. I like doing the Texas voice tonight. If anybody wants to call in again, I'll put the link one more time. Boom. On there. Did he date a juvenile? No, that appears to be another lie. Another one of these internet things. You guys know how that goes. That's always the thing they throw in there. Oh, yeah, Andy. He fucks teenagers. There's no evidence of that whatsoever. He seems to be, in fairness, he seems to have a type, and that type is like, cougars who have a couple kids. I mean, let's be honest. That's ideal. If you're married with kids and you like want a side piece, I would assume that would be ideal, no? Because that's like, okay, well, you got kids and I got kids, and you understand, like, whatever. We're just both, I would assume that makes it easier. I don't know. Legit question, why are your mods deleting posts of your viewers? Huh? I would just like to understand the reasoning with all censorship. I don't think my mods are pretty good, man. I got good mods. And the only kind of stuff people should be deleting, I don't know, is like, real shit that gets like about like people post shit about my family and shit like stuff that's irrelevant to the topic at hand. But I don't know if you could be more specific. I like to keep this a censorship free show. But how do I call in? So Shannon wants to call in. Boom. You can call in. I just put the StreamYard link right there. Click on that link. It's really easy. Yeah, I haven't seen much deleting. Yeah, some trolls, like some of them, like the Mike Gaffney crew, when they come in here, we got to delete them. They're annoying. They don't add anything of substance. They suck. Wait, was that Tito? That was Tino? That was Constantino. Tino just donated. You got to be kidding me. Kimberly says, I'm late to the live, but please tell me the false missing girl thing has been put to bed. That girl's you're absolutely right. Shameful. We talked about this earlier. You can't fall for this shit in these groups like that. I wrote a blog today in which I specifically made that clear. That chick never dated him, never knew him, nothing. What am I drinking tonight? Same thing. I'm always drinking iced coffee out of my Paw Patrol cup. Can't beat it. Did you get advertisers out of it? No. I don't really have advertisers. I got one advertiser. I got Ellis Fire. Ellis Fire is great. Love them. They're going to be sponsoring the show soon too. Anything else? Again, if you want to call in, I'll put it one more time. Last time I'm going to post it. Somebody was asking before. What is the actual account at this point of how many women he was messing with? Every page is saying different. So I found as a fact that I know of, like the women who could provide, screenshots of text messages or pictures of him together. I counted five that counted. One he actually never met up with. That was the chick who was going to go to Wyoming with him or whatever. But he was definitely had two he was hooking up with. And then two he was engaged to, plus his wife, plus the ex-wife. But there's probably more. I mean, the most amazing part of this story is the time management aspect. Guys, I can't even manage. How the fuck does this guy have the time? At least in Massachusetts, everything's close. Yeah, from one, if you have side chicks in different towns or whatever, I would imagine that like you can just go from one to another. I don't know. But here in Texas, it's like everything's like 5 hours away. I don't know. That is the most amazing part about this. I see somebody backstage. I'm going to bring her on in a moment. Wouldn't you say Landon was way worse than Jason Collier? Oh, Landon's much worse than Jason Collier. Much worse. Landon's dangerous. And Landon is Landon stole money from women. Like evil. Like Landon couldn't even have sex, I don't think. Anyway. Let me bring this chick on real quick. Her name is Diana. Hi, Diana. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. Thank you. What's up? What do you got?
I have been following this since day one, like
Oh, yeah.
day one.
Where are you from?
You do know that he's been bonded out.
Yes, he has. Yeah, correct.
Kristi did come out briefly before she deactivated her Facebook and said she got him out.
Well, she was just on the show. Did you hear her call in?
I did.
So she said, what do you mean she said? She posted
She
somewhere?
made a post stating that she bonded Jason out because she forgave him for what he did and understood that it was wrong, but she's a godly woman and therefore it didn't sit correctly in her heart. So the right thing for her to do was to get him out of jail. And then she deactivated her Facebook again.
Well, how'd she deactivate if I just called her on Facebook?
I don't know how that would have worked.
Okay, well, I saw a post from her. Somebody sent me before. I didn't see anything about bailing him out. I saw this whole thing about God and blah blah blah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't see. Are you from around that area?
I am not. I am from Michigan.
Okay, cool. And you just found? Is this your first time reading Turtleboy?
No. Oh no, I follow you all the time.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't know. I got a lot of new followers.
I watch you all the time.
Okay.
And as far as Ethan goes, Ethan is furious with his mom.
How old is this kid?
If you go to my Facebook page, I actually have the entire conversation with Ethan that I screenshot it and put on my Facebook.
Of course. Are you in any of these groups?
I'm in all the groups.
Of course you are. Yeah.
Of course I am. I have nothing else to do but, cyber stalk this nut job. But yeah, I have the entire conversation with Ethan.
Okay. Well, I'll go and check that out afterwards because I'm fascinated with the story. As are all of we.
I have gone down this rabbit hole for like 24 hours now, and I don't know if I'm coming out of it anytime soon.
Okay, yeah, I know. It's keeping us entertained.
Sure is.
All right, cool. Well, anything else, or?
For now, no. If you want to find more, I'm constantly updating on my Facebook page. There's an album with everything from the very beginning when Cecily and Kristi broke it out into the women's group that we were in. This happened a couple days prior before it went public.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So, if you check that album out, you'll find, I think there's like close to 300 screenshots and videos. I have all the videos from Jason too. Those are all on there.
Of course you do.
I
That's
do.
great.
I really do. So have fun with that.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, thank you very much.
All right. Thanks for letting me call.
Oh, you're welcome. Have a good night. Bye.
All right, you too. Bye.
All right, I got someone else backstage. He's got the Tino avatar. Is that Bret? Is that Bret? Bret, give me a wave if that's you. It's Bret. Okay. You see the middle finger. What's up? What you got?
I don't reckon why I understand why you're making fun of my friend.
I was gonna save some of this for this weekend show, Bret. Were you? Because
there was people in them there commentations that wanted me to call in to talk about my friend.
What's your initial? I want to save some of this for the week because I know it's going to be good stuff for you. But what's your initial take on all this? If you could sum it up.
I think that them young ladies are whores that have children out of wedlock, and I think you're just jealous that he's a special government agent and gets to get all the pussy.
I am jealous. He gets all the pussy. He gets it all.
He gets all the milfs. And me curtains like he's a fucking contractor, son. I reckon we could talk about it on Saturday.
I reckon.
Say hi and congratulate you on over 400 of them there viewer people.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So I reckon we'll talk about them rapscallion whores and everything else on Saturday, sir.
Y'all take care now.
All right, then.
All right, then. Yeah, Saturday is going to be fun. Okay. All right. Anything else, guys, before we call it a night? This has been a good show. We've had a consistent over 400 all night. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel already, make sure you hit that smash the like button. If you're a new Turtle Rider here, welcome aboard. This is what we do every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday night at 9 o'clock. We break down the stories of the week or the stories of the day, whatever. And join us. It's going to be a good time. Also, smash that like button if you haven't done so already. Let's get that up to 200. We need 200 likes on this one, please. Yeah, like you said, there's going to be more on this story by Saturday. I think we can all agree on that. Ryan Waters update. Not much really. Nothing really to say. Can you just give your Cash App? Claire says, yeah, my Cash App is, what the hell is my Cash App? If you want to donate by Cash App, they don't take the, you don't get the thing that comes up. That's the only downside of the Cash App. What the hell is my Cash App? My Cash App is $Uncle Turtleboy. That's me. $Uncle Turtleboy. And if you donate to the Cash App, I'll read you out there too, because I'm banned from PayPal, as we all know. So, did you get any calls from the media? Nah, the media is just going to ignore me. They're going to be like, well, we saw this on Facebook or whatever. But you know what? I got the page views to back it up. I don't even care about media recognition on this one. You should see all the places. Like I see in the back end, all the places are. I'm getting thousands of hits from Reddit, thousands of hits. And speaking of Reddit, somebody asked me before, does TBS have a counter? No. And that TV Daily News one is not accurate. It's much more than it seems right now. It takes a while for that to recalibrate or whatever. But, and also the hosting issues yesterday fucked up the view count on the count or whatever. But the GameStop thing that's been going on, this is the most confusing thing. I don't speculate on the stock market or anything, but like it seems to be yet another example that like tech companies can do whatever the fuck they want. And Wall Street owns everything. They own the tech companies and the tech company and the government. They're all in together because a bunch of nerds on Reddit just decided that they were going to inflate stock prices for GameStop to prevent it from. I watched Tucker today. Tucker explained it really good. Basically, that these companies, these hedge fund douchebags, these Gordon Geckos of the world, when they think a company's stock is going to go down, I don't know, they drive it down. They can just do that. And so all these guys on Reddit, it's like when they do that for GameStop, let's buy, and everybody buy, and that drives up the price of GameStop. And then this app called Robinhood, where you can just buy and sell stocks on your phone like average Joe could. Robinhood shut down. They're like, you can't buy any more stocks on there or sell your stocks. Just the average Joe can't because you're manipulating or whatever. But what the fuck do you think Wall Street does? It is insane in this country who is pulling the strings. And they asked goddamn dumb old Margaret there. That's what I'm going to call her. Dumb old Margaret, the press secretary. God, the ginger. Oh, she's going to circle back. She's going to circle back on that one. They asked her about it, and she said that this whole GameStop thing, and she's like, well, we have the first female Secretary Treasury. She doesn't do anything. She's completely corrupt and makes millions of dollars speaking to Wall Street bankers. And she's a swamp rat to the core, but she's got a vagina. So that's good. Doesn't matter what she does. Just we're diverse. So fuck it. Doesn't matter what we do. It matters what we are. That's all that matters. Duh. Stupid question. So that's, I don't know. Anyway, anything else, guys? AOC and Ted Cruz allies, they've been allies before, but AOC, Ted Cruz tweeted out today, basically like, this is bad. This whole stock market manipulation thing, we can crush this. And then this girl, quote, AOC quote tweets it and is like, I would work with you, but you literally almost tried to have me killed 3 weeks ago. Oh, fuck off, cunt. What a bunch. You know how you could tell AOC's not from the Bronx or Queens? Because she considered that what happened at the Capitol almost getting killed. Nobody who grew up in the Bronx would ever consider that almost getting killed. There's a bunch of goons going through the White House and reading Nancy Pelosi's emails. Okay? One of them got shot. One of their own people got shot and died. We're never going to, I guess that's just gone away. Ashley Babbitt's dead. And AOC's acting like she got shot. Newsflash, Steve Scalise would like to have a word. Steve Scalise was actually shot. Actually shot. By a deranged Bernie bro who was radicalized by Bernie after Bernie famously said that Republicans are trying to kill you by trying to take away your health care. So this guy's like, uh-oh, better kill them first. Goes out, shoots a bunch of congressmen playing baseball. I want to say, I don't know if Rand Paul got hit there too, but Rand Paul's literally got the shit kicked out of him by his neighbor. He almost got him and his wife got jumped leaving the Republican National Convention, the White House this summer. Those guys have actually been assaulted. AOC's seen no struggles her entire life. And Ted Cruz did nothing wrong. He objected to the election results. I wouldn't have done it. but it didn't matter in the end. And you're allowed to do that. That's not, the Democrats did it in 2016 too. My own congressman, Jim McGovern, objected to it. Maxine Waters, it was like a list of assholes that did it. But apparently when Ted Cruz do it, he's trying to kill her. God, what a twat. Anyway, any other questions, guys, before we call it a night? Yeah, that was a great one. When her Instagram live was like, guys, I couldn't even sleep last night because of climate change. Oh God. And Joe Biden, guys, he's worse than I thought because he's not Joe Biden. Like, he's not Joe Biden. If Joe Biden was the president, it would be kind of harmless because he's like Joe from Scranton, or he's Joe from Delaware, just a blue collar guy, like whatever. He's Joe Biden. But Joe Biden is just a vessel for radicals who are actually running the country. He's signing this shit. He's just like, okay, so what is this I'm signing? Joe Biden signed like 20 executive orders. One of them allowed biological boys to compete against girls in sports. Do you think Joe Biden would sign that if he knew what the fuck he was signing? Like a 78-year-old white guy from Delaware is like, you know what we need in this country? Boys kicking the shit out of girls in track. That's what we need. No. So that's what and he's talking about like climate. Do you think Joe Biden considers climate the existential crisis of our time? He's going to be dead in like 5 years. What the fuck does he care about climate? It's very obvious that Joe Biden is not running the show, and we're a week in. He was literally just the least threatening person. And it was brilliant when you think about it. Brilliant. The least threatening person that they could find, because everything else people would have a problem with. Mayor Pete, there's a certain demographic of American society who shall not be named that isn't really down with Pete Buttigieg, if you know what I mean. And it ain't the Christian coalition. Mm-hmm. It's a major segment of the Democratic Party that ain't going to be cool with Pete Buttigieg. So he's out of the question. Amy Klobuchar throws staplers out people. Can't have her. Elizabeth Warren, unlikable, obviously. Barney's a fucking nut job socialist. Can't have him. And so they're like, that's just fucking Joe. We'll just throw this guy up there. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. His brain is pudding. Just put some quarters in the machine. Tell him, here's the buzzwords we're using. Equity, Joe. We don't say equality anymore. We say equity. And he'll just say it. It's fucking brilliant. It was fucking brilliant. And they got rid of Trump. Barely. And that's it. Brilliant. So it's actually more dangerous, the situation that we're currently in my opinion. She's from the South Bronx, as she'll tell you, the South Bronx, but she's really from Westchester County. Sandy Cortez. All right. Anything else, guys? Before we call it a night? All right. Why don't we end it on a good note here? It's been a good show, about an hour and a half. And we will see you all back on Saturday night for the next episode of Turtleboy Live. Peace, Turtle Riders.